Okay, I'm going to discuss another product that I'm going to add to this AR-15 pistol build. So this is actually going to be a product review as well as an installation, since I'm going to put this on my AR-15 pistol. And it is the Odin Works extended mag release. They refer to that as the XMR for short. It is a add-on mag release that's 4 times larger than the factory magazine release button, and it ships in this little baggie. Comes with Allen key, the extended mag release, and then of course it's attached to your standard mag release button here. These are available in matte black, which is what this one is, Odin green, red, silver, blue, or Cerakote flat dark earth. The advantages of this item is that it has a, again, like I mentioned, a large surface area for quick magazine reloads. It's 4 times larger than the factory magazine button. It's easy to reach, it's ergonomic, it's compatible with K&N anti-roll pins. I'll show you that in a little bit. You can release the magazine without changing grip or position. Contoured for positive depression and reduced slip. Anodized in your choice of colors, which I just mentioned. The weight is 0.15 of an ounce. That includes the button, the paddle, and the screws. It's an easy drop-in installation. And I should mention that this one we're looking at right here, I'll take this out of the bag and we'll show you what's in it. Okay, so it ships with the Allen wrench and then of course the lever, and you can see that the lever is aluminum. It does have texturing on it to provide a grippier surface. 2 Allen bolts on the top, and then you can see the standard sized magazine release on the bottom. Now, from what I can tell, the actual magazine button here is metal. So that in itself is an upgrade over the standard plastic magazine release buttons that most lower parts kits ship with. But the other big plus with this is that when you go to install this, you can put some Loctite on these bolts, some blue Loctite of course, and that'll keep the bolts from working themselves loose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take these bolts out. You could probably install this with the bolts in place, but since I'm going to put blue Loctite on these, I'm going to take them out and install just the magazine release button, and then I'll put the actual lever on. So I'm just taking those out, and you can see that on the back side of the lever there is a recess for the button to drop down in, so alignment is perfect. This is a lightweight aluminum design. I believe it's aluminum. I don't know exactly what this is made out of. 6061 probably. And then of course the actual magazine release button, you can see they've used another aluminum button and added a couple of threaded holes for the bolts. Everything I see, these look like grade 8 bolts as well, from what I can tell. High quality, very well made, very well machined, nicely anodized, nice finish. No complaints on that. These run, depending upon where you get them from, $15, $20. This is the Gen 1 that we are looking at here. They do have a Gen 2 that's a little different, and I'll talk about that shortly. So the installation of this basically requires you to remove your existing magazine release button, and then we will install this new one the same way that you would normally install it. So I'm going to do that off camera, save you some viewing time, and we'll be right back. Okay, I've got the new magazine release button installed, and You can see basically it's the same installation process. I've got it screwed down, so it's actually it's a little recessed from the top of the button here because we don't want it sticking out and coming in contact with our new lever that we're going to install. So same procedures for installing this magazine release button as you would with any other. Next step is to get a little bit of blue Loctite on these nuts before we install it, and we'll be good. Alright, I've got a little dab of blue Loctite, and we have the lever in place. And I'll just get these hand tightened for the time being. And this is the included Allen wrench that comes with it. And you don't need to really put a lot of torque on these, especially if you put some Loctite on it. Get them hand tight, and once the Loctite cures, those bolts are not going to back themselves out on their own. But still easily removable if you decide to take it off. So there's the finished product. Very easy to install. And let's see. I guess I have to flip this upside down to kind of give you an idea. See, the way my hands are, I have a small-sized hand. You can see if I'm doing a standard grip, I can't really reach the button. I can almost reach the button, but what I end up having to do is I have to reposition my grip just a bit to get to the magazine release. Now with this extended magazine release, I do not have to reposition my grip at all. You can see right where that is. That extended paddle gives me lots of extra room for getting the magazine release. So this is going to work out great for me. If you've got larger hands and you can reach this button no problem with your index finger, then this may not benefit you a whole lot. But for us shooters who have a little bit of a problem reaching the magazine release button, something like this comes in real handy. So that takes care of the installation on the pistol. Now, what I also wanted to talk about was this Gen 1 extended mag release, which it does clear the K&S anti-roll pins. Now, there has been some discussion about issues with using battery assist levers. So I actually have another receiver here with the exact same, let's get that out of there, the exact same Odin Works extended mag release. This one's actually shown in red. I put this on another one of my rifles. And you can see that I have the Magpul B.A.D on here. And some people have mentioned about the clearance of this versus this Gen 1. Now the Gen 2 is a little bit different designed, and it doesn't really have this little extended tab down here at the bottom to give you a little bit more clearance. Now for me, let's see if I can show this. Of course I'll show it upside down. When I go to hit my mag release, you can see I'm going to hit the mag release right there. When I go to do the battery, release the bolt, I come up to here and slide my finger down. Okay, I use this as a guide point, and then I just slide down and release the bolt. I haven't had any issues shooting this particular gun in my hand with accidentally releasing the bolt while I'm trying to eject a magazine. You know, you have to do this downward movement to hit the battery assist device, and you can't accidentally release the mag because you got to put some force on this to push the button down because it's spring-loaded. So I personally have not had any clearance issues with this Gen 1 and the Magpul battery assist device at the range, but I haven't really done any type of run and gun with this setup. So it's something to keep in mind that if you're running one of these types of battery assist devices, that Odin Works does have a Gen 2 that does give you a little bit more clearance, and that might be a better choice for you, just to play it on the safe side. But I wanted to mention that here, as I know I spoke with a few people that definitely had some concerns, but I don't think they were using Magpul B.A.D levers. I think they were using other brands that might have a little bit of a different angle to them. I don't know. You can see right there that you know, even without an upper on here, you can see that there is not a lot of clearance between this extended mag release and this B.A.D lever right there. So something to keep in mind. Anyway, that's going to wrap up this. My final thoughts. I think this is a great product. For me, it's very valuable. You know, it's something that allows me to keep my my grip on the rifle without having to readjust it to eject a magazine. And I like the color. I like the build quality, the fit finish. Haven't had any issues with it. And although I've only put maybe 700 rounds through this rifle with the magazine release on it, it's worked flawless. So that will wrap up this review for the Odin Works XMR, what do they call it? XMR? Yeah, XMR Gen 1 extended mag release.